Episode 3 of Revamp trailer opens with an explosion of color and sound. A Halloween nightclub scene, flashing lights, and bodies moving to the beat. At first, it feels like just another wild night, but then the camera shifts. Sitting like a dark prince above the chaos is Raml de Jonel, tall, elegant, dangerous. Dressed like a vampire lord, he doesn't even need to pretend. The way his long fingers cradle a glass of red liquid, the way his cold hand rests on the waist of an entranced girl, already tells us everything. He is a predator hiding in plain sight. The camera lingers on his lips as they press against the victims, feeding her drops of blood in a twisted, seductive ritual. His fangs hover close, but he doesn't bite, not yet. It's too public, and Raml is too smart. Instead, he carries her away, down a dark passage that feels like another world. The trailer then cuts quickly to a different atmosphere, gunshots, silver bullets, and hunters in action. A vampire falls, turning into dust before our eyes, and with that single shot, the stakes of this story are set. This is not just a tale of blood and temptation, it's also about war. And at the center of it all is Raml, the last heir of the Jonel and a human named Punwinala, who is caught between loyalty to the hunters and the strange bond he forms with the very man he should kill. From here, the trailer masterfully intercuts both their perspectives. Raml is shown as powerful yet burdened, his rituals of siphoning energy leaving him weak, vulnerable, almost human in those moments. The audience gets glimpses of his world, his loyal vampires Kuir and Meccan, the rituals, the endless nights in the penthouse where power and loneliness mix together. His presence is commanding, but when the camera lingers on him alone, weakened after the ritual, it shows that even a creature of his kind can fall. And who is there to witness it? None other than Punwinala. Pun is not your typical hunter. He's introduced as an ordinary man, thin, quiet, dressed in a brown sweater, always looking slightly out of place among vampires and killers alike. But this is what makes his role so compelling. The trailer shows him sitting quietly by the couch, trying to distract himself with books while Raml sleeps off the ritual. His human vulnerability is highlighted in the freezing temperature of the room, his small gestures of wrapping himself in blankets, and his nervous habit of avoiding Raml's bare-chested presence. Yet despite his fear, he doesn't leave. The trailer makes it clear, Pun is tied to Raml in ways he doesn't understand, and this connection is what drives the story forward. The editing then shifts to the knife scene, perhaps the most intense part of the trailer. Pun, holding the silver dagger given to him by the twins, his hand trembling as he hovers over Raml's unconscious body. The lighting is dim, the sound of his heartbeat amplified. It's clear that all he needs to do is stab, and the last heir of Jonel would vanish forever. The hunter's voices echo in his head, Jet demanding revenge, Elise warning him of betrayal, Kuir whispering that no human can be trusted. But Pun hesitates. His hand shakes, sweat dripping, until he lowers the dagger. The trailer freezes for a second on that moment, leaving the audience breathless. Is this weakness, or is it something else? But what makes the trailer even more gripping is how it sets up the tension between duty and desire. On one side, Pun is seen with his childhood friend Jet, the hunter leader, who reminds him of their past and the loss the Jonels caused. Jet's rage is clear when he asks, why is he still alive? On the other side, Pun is shown carefully arranging roses by Raml's bedside, an act so simple yet so loaded with meaning. These scenes contrast perfectly, one shows vengeance, the other shows quiet care. The audience is left wondering which path Pun will take. Meanwhile, Raml's side of the trailer reveals more about his complexity. We see him recovering from the ritual, discovering the roses Pun left, and smiling faintly at the gesture. The way his cold, commanding exterior softens in that moment tells us this story isn't just about bloodlines and curses. It's about connection, about two souls from opposite worlds meeting in the most unlikely way. But the danger never disappears. Hunters prepare new weapons, vampires grow suspicious of Pun, and crows take flight to spy on his every move. The tension builds with every cut, making it clear that time is running out for both men. What really stands out in this trailer is how it positions Raml and Pun not just as enemies, but as mirrors. Raml, the cursed immortal, who carries centuries of blood and power, yet longs for understanding. Pun, the fragile human, carrying the burden of vengeance, yet finding himself drawn to the very person he should destroy. Their scenes together are quiet, intimate, full of unspoken tension, while the world around them burns with violence and revenge. It's this contrast that hooks the audience. The pacing of the trailer is fast, but every frame counts. Shots of Raml's fangs flashing in red light are immediately followed by Pun's hand trembling over the dagger. Explosions and gunfire cut to quiet moments in the penthouse, where only the sound of turning book pages fills the silence. It's a balance of chaos and stillness, awe and intimacy. By the end, the trailer makes it clear, this isn't just a battle between hunters and vampires. It's a story about trust, betrayal, and forbidden ties that neither side will accept. The final shot is perhaps the most powerful. Raml, awake, holding the book Pun left behind, noticing the vase of roses. His eyes soften, but the voiceover belongs to Jet, echoing his promise, especially the last of the Jonals. The screen cuts to black, leaving the audience suspended between hope and doom. From a YouTuber's point of view, this trailer is a masterpiece of tension and emotion. It doesn't just rely on action or horror, it digs deeper into character psychology. For Raml, it's about survival, power, and the unexpected warmth he finds in a fragile human. For Pun, it's about loyalty, doubt, and the dangerous pull of a man he should see as an enemy. Their perspectives collide beautifully, making this not just another vampire story, but a tale about human choices against supernatural odds. Overall, the trailer sets up a gripping series where every decision matters. Will Pun betray his duty for what his heart is starting to feel? Will Raml risk his clan and his secrecy for the human who hesitates to kill him? Or will the hunters and vampires tear them apart before anything can truly begin? The trailer doesn't answer these questions, but it makes sure the audience is desperate to find out. In short, this trailer isn't just about blood, it's about bonds. It's about how two very different lives can collide in a way that changes everything. From the haunting club scene to the quiet moment of roses on a nightstand, it's clear that this story will deliver both action and heartbreak. And as a reviewer, it's safe to say, this trailer does its job perfectly. It leaves you hungry for the full story, and most importantly, it leaves you caring about what happens to Raml, Soleil Jonal and Pun Winner.